certified PR agency, so I'm a PR person. And I want to present you something unique, because there are a lot of technical presentations here, and that would be like my own thesis about marketing. Just a few words. We run a lot of space projects in Poland. We are servicing the space projects for 7 years from now. We are actually behind the scenes of every Mars rover team here going to MTSII for the New Rover Challenge and so on. But we also, as you can see here, we also run a place marketing projects, territorial marketing, because we have a territorial marketing sector, so we run a lot of projects in territorial marketing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to connect it, these 2 points, 2 dots, because I was starting to think about Mars and about territorial marketing. How can we connect it? So that's why I decided to write something called extraterritorial marketing. You cannot find this word in Wikipedia. You cannot find it in any encyclopedia. This is a new term, and this is only a thesis, okay? If you don't agree with me, okay. This is also an idea of mine. So actually, the previous presentation was a nice introduction to this one, Mars without borders. I want to underline it because it's a good introduction to this one. So actually, what is extraterritorial marketing? What is it? So it's the first line, you can read it. All the management, I underline the word management, efforts to meet the needs and desire of the local residents, right? So we have local residents, and we have management, managing by someone, to meet needs and desire. Okay, so now let's go to the extraterritoriality in international law. You have embassies, you have consulates, right? There is a word extraterritoriality. This is exemption from jurisdiction of the local state. So if you kill someone in US consulate, you won't charge by Polish law. You will be extradited to the United States. Yes, you can kill someone in US consulate if you want. So this is the exception to jurisdiction. That's why we have a lot of problems with, the Russian embassy in Poland. You can hear something about the extraterritorial buildings in Warsaw, right? No one knows what is going on in fact, because we cannot go in and check it. This is the Russian territory, right? This is extraterritorial. So now let's go to the space. We have something called extraterritoriality of outer space. Unfortunately, this is very interesting. The only law that is describing the thesis comes from 1967. We have 2014, right? Where are the lawyers? Why are not working for the marketing things, for the law, space law? Where are they? I don't know if there was a presentation in the morning about the legal basis. It wasn't, right? So this is the question I'm asking, because this is very old. You can see this is a very old regulation. But something that is very important: outer space cannot be subject to any national appropriation by claim of sovereignty and jurisdiction. So, if we have a marketing, that someone has to manage, right? Marketing is management. We have management, we have manager. And then we have extraterritorial marketing. Because if we can, for example, think that this kind of marketing, extraterritorial marketing, I connected these 2 dots before I showed you, this is lack of centralized management. Because who will be managing? We don't know. Right? This will be lack of single coordination center. As you can see right now, I will show you later that there is no one single coordination center. This is distributed. This is lack of unified strategy. Because in every marketing strategy, you have stakeholders. and everybody has to agree to everyone. There is no unified strategy of Mars, is it? Do you know of any marketing strategy how to promote things that are going to Mars? There isn't, actually. And financing, everyone is financing on their own. There is no one fund, the Mars Fund. Is there any Mars Fund? For example, you have an idea of satellite or something that will work on Mars, and you are applying for the Mars Fund. Is there? No. NASA has own, ESA has own, and etc., etc. Chinese are going on their own, etc. So there is no unified one fund. So why I'm talking about marketing, extraterritoriality, and Mars? Because we are going there. We have to start thinking about Mars as a land, as a territory that is in our reach. In December there will be a launch of Orion, right? That will be the next step to go to Mars. And we have to start thinking about a new land. So we have to start thinking about creating a new law. Because right now, the current law forbids us to make something on Mars, especially with marketing. So, because we are going there, we are going there. You have, there is a nice saying of Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, but let's go this picture. You can see that to go to Mars, this is a very long-term project. We are not even here. And this is, I don't know if you see this, this is almost 1,000 years. So, if you want to do this with Mars, you have to start also think about marketing on Mars. Why? Okay, let's go further. So, this is one nice idea, because everyone says that Mars, this is so expensive. Look at this. Look at this one. According to the Robert Zuck, this data is estimated cost of the first human colony. And then, this one is the revenue of sport sector. You can see the comparison. Can we afford to go to Mars? I can say like President Obama, yes we can, right? You can see it. This is only a space sector, sport sector, sorry. I only showed you the one sectors, but this comes from the sponsorship. This is only a revenue from the sport sponsorship. Here. And then you have Mars here. So every time when you think about Mars and you say, okay, it's so expensive, remember this one. Okay? So, when we are talking about marketing, we have to talk about return of investment, right? So let's talk about possible return of investment on Mars. First, we have measurable effects. Okay, so we have minerals. We can find something there, dig it, to sell it. We can. Acceleration of progress of science, accelerating the science. This is something undiscussable. You know it. Everyone of you know it. That's why you're here. The development of new standards of international cooperation. If we learn here, right now, how to work on Mars together, we will develop more our future cooperation here on Earth. Because we will discover new laws, new procedures, new cooperation regulations, and then we can work together closely. Because we will have to work as many nations on one land, Mars, together. So this is a measurable effect. Then we have new legislation. Not from 1967, but from 2000 something. We have it. If you heard about any conference, international conference, about space law and the new regulations, please let me know. I haven't. So this is very important.
Last year Abu Dhabi. last year, Abu Dhabi.
But is there any new regulations signed by United Nations or just talks? Come on. You are saying a lot about going to Mars. There is a Mars one here. Okay. Guys, the question is to Mars one candidate. What happens if one of you kicks to another on Mars?
Question? We kick back?
Okay, but can Kashmir sue according to which law? This is a very interesting question. We will send, as a human nation, a bunch of guys to Mars and no longer outlaws, right? Why West? Right, why West? So this is something we have to do. And this will be the effect about marketing. New markets. This is very interesting. The rapid development of space tourism. The space tourism is opening. This is something interesting. A few years ago, when I was starting to talk in media about space tourism, I was in March. Now, I've heard that there were some talks on TT Warsaw, the tourism trade show in Warsaw about space tourism. 5 years. And when I started thinking about making money with space tourism, so this will be a rapidly new section. But we have, from the other side, immeasurable effects. Something we cannot measure. Another Earth. We cannot value this one, right? We cannot say how effective this one. Another Earth. Human development. Okay? The new sense of humanity. We have to change ourselves before we go to Mars. And we will be changed. We will be changed. Everything in every mind of you will be switching. If you heard that someone landed on Mars and there is a human colony, you will start thinking totally different about your area surroundings and your future. Right? This will be total change. The global change. The extension of human species. This is sci-fi, but maybe not. I've heard about new experiments or just thesis that, for example, when the kid will be born on Mars, sense of gravity is lower, as we know. There will be some changes in the bones after 1 year of being on Mars. So I don't know if you guys know it.
Yeah, the children be higher, for example.
Yes.
Taller.
Right. Taller, with different skin color. Okay.
New species.
Big eyes. No, this one. Okay, so the second question is, who deals with Mars? You know it. Almost everyone. In broad range, you have NASA, ESA, JAXA, now India. And in terms of marketing, because there are only a marketing project right now, you have Mars One, Mars Society, Integration Mars, and etc., etc. Sometimes also it's a corporation. So everyone deals in Mars. So the question is, who coordinates the conquest of Mars? That's the question to you. Who is the manager of this process?
No one.
No one. So who can manage? Because marketing is a process of management. Who will be the manager? Let's say Americans. Of course, Russian and China will say, yeah, hooray, let's go with Americans, right? Maybe Europe. Americans say, no, forget it. Or even Poland. No. So, who coordinates? This is a good question. Even the United Nations, nobody. So how can we talk about marketing Mars?
But who is a manager in International Space Station? It's the mankind project, and the conquest of Mars, it should be on the same principles like
Right.
living in the International Space Station.
Okay, but it's not exactly the same.
But it's nearly the same.
It's not exactly the same, because according to the law, International Space Stations is owned by the countries who build it.
And the same Mars one, the same inspiration Mars. it also be owned for those countries.
But you
Who
have,
participate?
for example, I don't know, let's say Senegal citizen. You have nothing to do with ISS. It's not yours. But who owns Mars?
Nobody.
Right? So, can we talk about Mars marketing as a marketing, as a term of management? Can we? Really? That's a nice question, right? I just, I've been to many conferences about Mars. I'm a marketing guy, and I started to ask myself, what I'm hearing actually. We have to change the definition of marketing. It's not only your job as a scientist, it's also our job. That's totally different. Because there are other rules, totally different rules, as you know. And I was starting to think, hey, this is something totally new, even in the head of us, the guys who talk, mostly, and think and talk and create. So, yes, we can. We can talk about Mars as an extraterrestrial marketing, but we will have this, such marketing will be processed without central management. As you know, this will be totally different than the usual market. Totally lack of central management. We will not have a unified strategy. It's impossible to think if you are a marketing guy and someone is saying to you, you don't need strategy. There can be a unified strategy because every country, every organization, every space organization has its own agenda in this one. So there won't be a unified strategy. Right? That's correct. And we have very many units involved in this process. Currently, I was trying to think about target groups when I'm talking about Mars. And this is something that came out of my thinking. Investments. So we have like a B2B target group. We are thinking about Mars marketing. Because we have possible minor exploration, phase of technology, right? Some spin-off, brokerage services. Why not? We have scientific, of course, and the media and tourism. So you guys are here, actually. Right now, you are here. I'm talking to Mars One guys. So this is something that it's the first trial to think about target groups of Mars market. Okay?
You discussed about human evolution before. Where is that?
Human evolution is something, it's not a target group.
It's part of everything.
Here. Because if you want to go to target group investment and you are talking about minor exploration, etc., you are thinking about human development, right? But this is the answer to the question. The common goal. The common goal will be the land, the new land, right? Let's think about Mars like this is something that is in the region of the United States, actually. The guy from many nations went to the undiscovered country. From the beginning, there was no unified goal, but there were some citizens. I cannot say if you will find some citizens over there, we don't know it. But you have to build from the beginning everything. And if you know, because I'm also a historian, building the United States changed the world, changed the whole Europe. Because let's back to the past, the history, and ask people before the founding the United States about democracy. Okay, so this is something that helped us develop the old countries. So, but I'm coming back to Earth right now, about extraterrestrial marketing. Who is owner of the continent? Who owns Africa? If you want to promote Africa and try to run a marketing campaign and project about Africa, who owns Africa?
United Nations.
No. No. This is the same answer. No one. In the small area, who owns mountains? Tatry mountains in Poland. Are they Polish or Slovakians? That's a good question. They say it's ours. We say it's ours, right? I'm So this is a question I'm leaving this question because we cannot answer yet. I will try it next year maybe. But this is something that Prisma case. This is very good thesis. The main benefit of conquest of Mars is knowledge. Mars is the homework we need to do in order to learn Earth. If you want to read more about this thesis, I was starting to study these books, especially this one is very heavy. And that's all.